Got some scary lines just over that mountain right there. But that's why we're here. Winter is coming to an end. There's a long list of farm tasks that start tomorrow, so gonna make the most out of today. I find it's strange how similar farming and backcountry skiing are. You're like really have to be in touch with nature and be able to like read what she's trying to tell you and kind of knowing when to like step back and when you can push. That relationship with nature is super cool, I think. Farming is, it's not for everybody, for sure.
No. 10 years ago, I definitely did not anticipate Chris being an organic farmer.
He was the butt of many jokes, loving jokes, not in a harsh way.
No, I can truthfully say that there's no way that I thought I would be here doing what I'm doing right now. I have absolutely no experience in farming. I'm one of those people that if I dive into something, I dive in like 100%. I'm pretty obsessed with it. I'm almost 40, and now I have an organic farm and a kid, and it's crazy. If you if you ask your 18-year-old self or 25-year-old self like where I'd be right now, I would never have guessed it. But I also, at the same token, I would never guess that I was still a pro skier, you know? Well, we're here at my home mountain, Revelstoke Mountain Resort. Beautiful sunny day in Revelstoke, which is pretty rare. And out with pretty much all my best friends.
Are you going paragliding? Your pack looks a little big. All right.
Not too many people know it, but I was actually born in Australia. We lived there till I was 5.5. My dad works in the oil business. He's an oil geophysicist. And so they got the opportunity to move to Calgary, and they'd always wanted to live in the mountains. We grew up skiing Sunshine Village, didn't take it too seriously. We did a lot of free skiing.
Chris came right out of ski racing, so it took him like a little bit to slide into the free ski scene and lose some of the racing gear and some of the racing fashion, but once he did that, he fit right in.
He was one of the ski racing kids that actually was interested in just going skiing. And so we just wanted to be out having a good time.
Yeah, buddy. Got this. I didn't really have these big aspirational goals of being a pro skier. I couldn't dream that big, but Eric, that was his dream. And he made that break. And it was like an explosion in my brain, being like, wow, like if he can do it, like I can do it.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. That was sick.
He gave me the opportunity and put in the good word, and that started a long career of traveling the world, and everything went kind of crazy after that.
For most ski bums like me, watching Chris's career just looked like the dream, you know? Flying all over to these places every one of us wish we could go ski.
Tasty Italian powder, that's what I like. Definitely in the early part of the career, it didn't really matter where it was in the world, so you're using helicopters, using snowmobiles. We were just chasing, getting AA+ shots. I think we finally found the last good snow in Switzerland. We got some super sick lines and we're pumped to ski them. And we're going heli skiing in Switzerland.
The Chris from 10 years ago was like a world-traveling, happy-go-lucky powder skier. It was all about adventure and fun. Best time of your life.
Powder Town, loving it.
Kind of the dream for most skiers that dreamt of being a pro skier. He had it.
Cheers. It was really the height of doing all these crazy trips. And that kind of morphed into doing these big expeditions, and the first one was Svalbard for the eclipse. And then we got this opportunity to go ski in Greenland. that trip completely changed my life. We went to Greenland to go ski, but we were starting to think about our carbon footprint back then, and we decided to bring a climate scientist along to alleviate our guilt. Yeah, so we got a beautiful base camp at the base of Mount Forel, and we're skiing in the morning, and then in the afternoon we come and help our buddy Alan here do some science. The ice cores that we are collecting in Greenland were to study the effects of climate change in the past, but what was most confronting was the changes in climate that we were experiencing in real time. Well, the weather is kind of insane. It's really hot.
I've been coming to Greenland for about 15 years, and the weather we've experienced here whilst being in Greenland the last week, to my mind, is exceptional. The ice sheet and the outlet glaciers, they just can't sustain, they can't survive under this onslaught of warming.
On the glacier, we had these incredible discussions about climate, but for me, the big change was when we came to show it. And so we did this tour. We're standing on stage, and there was quite a few people, and they're like, "Oh, so you've seen things change?" And you're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, what are you doing about it?" And you're like, "Well, we made this movie." And for me personally, that wasn't enough. And so starts the shame spiral. I think anybody that's thought hard about their carbon footprint goes down the shame spiral, and at some point you're like, wow, maybe I should just go live in the woods under a rock.
I think eco-anxiety gets us all down. You just start realizing that everything you do is bad for the world, and it can be really tough.
Climate change, it is a really big problem. It's a really hard problem to solve, and we're all part of it.
To be a professional athlete, he was still using snowmobiles, and he was still using his big truck, and he was trying to figure out to do it better, but he wasn't doing it better, and I think it was a tough time for him.
What I did have was a voice, and I can showcase what I can do. And so instead of being negative down this shame spiral, I was like, what changes can I make? At the time, I think it was like 26 flights around the world. I was like, okay, we can like cut down on the travel. The other one was eat veggies. While there are these small individual changes, for me, it put this positive spin on a really negative subject. We're going to Rogers Pass with Mr. Greg Hill in his electric vehicle, his electric chariot.
Yeah, it's a Hillbins e-adventure. It's been a while.
While I was reshaping my life to reduce my carbon footprint, Greg Hill was going through the same thing.
The conversation really centered around our futures and what we could do as athletes, and like, was there any potential to be better?
He had this like crazy idea to go ski all the volcanoes in the Pacific Northwest with an electric car.
Let the electric road trip begin.
What are we doing?
E-brakes on. Probably lost our efficiency. We're on our way to Rainier.
And this is when electric cars were just starting to gain some traction.
A lot of people thought we were foolish, and we knew we were foolish, but we also wanted to see the potential.
We are at 0%, no kilometers.
This is exciting. When has a drive to the mountain ever been this exciting?
It's pretty exciting. 0%,
Nothing left. Ah.
Success. Technology wins again. The biggest challenge was the car only had 150 kilometer range. It felt like by the time we got to the mountain, it was like, oh, well, we just have to climb this mountain. This is easy.
We're on the summit of
Mount Hood, Mount Shasta, Mount Rainier. I think it was a huge impact on both of our lives because it was taking something that we loved doing and all of a sudden we were doing it being more environmentally friendly.
We developed such a relationship with that car that we wanted to take it to the ocean to show it the ocean. It makes no sense, but we really were that attached to her.
I think that's the beauty about those small actions is while they might be small, it inspires you to do more afterwards, and that's exactly the case. Pretty incredible to have this in your backyard. And one of the coolest parts about it is that the only way to get to the top of these things is by your own power. So you're either ski touring or rock climbing or hiking, eating lots of candy and using your own power.
Endless Adventure!
Hello. Oh.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, there we go. Wow. Yeah, so we're shooting a movie called Farming Turns. So it's all about my journey of trying to curb my carbon footprint. It kind of starts with you ruining my life in 2016 on Guilt Trip.
I'm sorry. You know, lots of people would give their left testicle for the lifestyle that you had, where you're professionally funded to jet around the planet and do this great stuff. And I think to sort of turn your back on that because it didn't sort of square up with your ideas and ideals of what we had to do, that's quite an amazing paradigm shift, transformation, which to me is quite mind-blowing. I just think farming at that kind of level of intensity is fucking hard work.
What if I told you it's better now? Like you're saying my life was better before, I think it's better now.
Yeah, no. I mean, the world has changed.
I mean, starting the farm, there's a lot of different motivations. The original motivation is the actual providing food for people locally and not being so reliant on these global supply chains.
Food felt like a way that you could be an activist in a more gentle and fulfilling way.
Changing your life doesn't have to be a negative thing. It's fun, it's challenging. It's like, all right, how can we do our life but do it a little bit different? First Light Farm was conceived in the pandemic, and I think we had like 50 tomato plants in our tiny little basement apartment, and so we're like, we gotta find a place to put these in the ground.
Good document the first tomato.
Just eat it.
Is it good?
It's okay.
Okay.
Felt really good to just be trying it and building momentum from there.
That was the first year we did it. We just kind of went on the fly. It was like, okay, what's next?
Our first employees harvesting the arugula.
Right at the end of that season, this beautiful property in the Big Eddy right in town came up. We were able to purchase it and then call that home. I realized that one of the most beautiful things about being a professional athlete is that you gain this platform and you get to choose what you portray. What I want to showcase is you can have this mountain lifestyle, but doing it more sustainably than how I've done it in the past.
Probably not the easiest way to ski powder today, but I'm sure we're gonna have fun regardless.
We're at the base of Mount Revelstoke National Park. We're pretty much geared up for our mission in there. Got a long walk ahead of us, like 1,300 meters. The only way up is by our feet. Mount Revelstoke National Park. Always wanted to go up there and film. But it's in this national park which provides all these, not hurdles, but challenges. You can't ride your snowmobile in there, you can't fly a helicopter in there, you gotta walk. And that's what drew me to that project, is the challenge.
Yeah, there's a little cabin here. It's a really old warden's cabin. We got our tents to sleep in, and we have really good, perfect powder to ski, and lots of pillows.
Why would you want to be in a fancy lodge? I do hear they have heat. Heat might be nice.
Heat would be nice. That was a big change in your career, though. Like, that's a lot to give up as a pro skier, the idea of using a helicopter as much as possible. Like, when you came back and decided you weren't going to do that or didn't want to do that as much, but that was tough on your career.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought too much about it.
At least it was a risk. It's like, you're going to be putting out less content. You're going to be not going to certain film crews, saying no to certain.
Good morning. Beautiful day. Let's go get them.
When he came back from Greenland and starting to get a bit more of an environmental bend and didn't want to fly as much, didn't want to heli ski as much, I thought it was definitely gonna, kind of be the end of his career.
To me, it never felt like a risk. It just felt like the obvious place that I had to go.
Yeah, buddy.
It's days like today that make all the hard work worth it, This is why you come here. You wake up, you're right in the mountains. That's the benefit of putting in the hard work.
These days he's doing it all human powered, but the skiing hasn't stepped back at all, which is really tough to do. With all that mileage on your legs by the time you get to the top of your line, the heavier backpack, all the work you've put in to get there, really tough.
Oh yeah, high five! Boom! Whoa! All right, little Hux man. Look at mom.
We both really wanted kids in a perfect world, but we were leaning very heavily towards not having kids, largely based on the state of the world.
I was really apprehensive about starting a family. I didn't think that I needed that, and it felt like I'd be creating a bigger footprint. So yeah, I really wasn't sure.
Do you want to go ski?
No. And then we kind of did by accident. A little bit of an accident, a little bit of carelessness.
Wow! Good job!
We found out we were pregnant and had these pretty deep, real conversations about what we were gonna do. What I ended up on is, if we decided not to have them, I'd be like really giving up on the world and taking that pessimistic view, and that's not who I am. So in turn, for me, it's more important than ever to like double down on what I'm doing and trying to help the world be a better place.
You want a tomato?
I think the values we want to instill in Huxley is it matters what your personal choices are, and it can be a really fulfilling life to have a smaller footprint.
I think it's pretty cool to get him experiencing all this and so many different things. And there he is kissing the broccoli. Just up there we got Castor Peak, and we got some pretty awesome spiny lines to get on first thing in the morning. It's looking good. Look at this place, so sick. Look at that.
Hey, pretty sure it's gonna be sun fucked, like right at the crust. So maybe we'll start on one of those warm-up lines.
Yeah, copy that.
Okay, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dropping. Whew. Oh, I'm sure glad I didn't try the big line. That would have been a bad fall.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah. I mean, one of the main objectives or goals coming up here was this line just behind me here, down the ridge of Castor, but yeah, the snow conditions were just like not quite there. There'll maybe be another day, they'll maybe not, and I have lots to be thankful for and go home for, so stoked either way. It's a good place to be. I think between the two of skiing in the winter and farming in the summer have created this sustainable lifestyle that's symbiotic together. Lots of hard work goes into it, but lots of hard work goes into a lot of things, so you might as well do what you love.
I feel like this is Chris's moment to share his answer that he was looking for.
To see Chris now, the satisfaction that he gets from living true to who he is, it's refreshing.
Perfect.
This is so great.
Yeah. Thank you. When you're doing something that you feel is better for the world, that's your dream, and people are supporting that, it doesn't get any better. Yesterday we were skiing beautiful bluebird powder. Today we're spreading chicken shit. But the vegetables are gonna love it. Wiggle it just a little bit. Ooh. Oh, there's the farm and turn shot.
Farm and tons right there.
All is well, my darling. Your anxious heart may as well be so. Oh, it weighs you down deeper than you know. Yeah.